Hey everybody, Felix Stoffelbaker here. I just wanted to make a quick video on a couple thoughts I had for the upcoming potential bull market, especially with EOS. So within the EOS ecosystem, there's projects being developed all the time, and one that's about to go live very, very soon is called the Challenge Dapp. And the Challenge Dapp is ran by a guy named Kent from Carlsbad, California. They also run a block producer, EF San Diego #1. Him and his son are building the Challenge Dapp, and they're getting ready to release it. And they've had a lot of success up until this point, and they've had a lot of hurdles that they've overcome that a lot of other projects weren't able to in the same amount of time, if not less. So a lot of people, may not really realize that, but that's definitely going on. They also have people such as FaZe Rug and also Molly Escom. Those are big time influencers. Both have multiple millions of people who follow them on their platforms that they are social media. So, the potential user base already is just enormous, not to mention the rest of everybody who's potentially going to get involved, or the people who already have challenge tokens that may not necessarily know they have them or what they are or to be used for. They're about to find out. So if you go and look at coingecko.com, I know that's what Kent always talks about on his channel, to look up the challenge token. It's actually ranked number 1003 at the time that I looked this up. And that's not so much as important as being the number as it is what I'm about to say next, is that I was a Bitcoin meetup over the weekend with Bitcoin Ben, Bix Weir was there, Litecoin Lisa, a bunch of people, and overheard several people talking about the variety of their investments, and a lot of them were saying that they were staying within the top 60 on these rankings. So that that may or may not be good for them. I know a lot of people were saying that. I personally don't care about that as long as the project's going good and doing what they say they're doing, which is exactly what Challenge is doing, which makes it even more of a gem, a hidden gem. If you go to the challengedapp.io, is actually one of the ways you can sign up for the $100 token party that Kent is throwing. And I thought it'd be great if he actually challenged everybody to come to the token party who's already invited. But I'll have to let him know and see what he thinks about that idea. But I thought that would be pretty cool, given that he's also throwing the $100 token party. Might as well just challenge us to show up and geolocate together in San Diego at the Hotel Del Coronado. So that'd be great. I think that, like I was mentioning earlier with FaZe Rug and other influencers, they may end up being able to use Challenge Token to, get people gathered at parks or events or charity events and all kind of group up right away. So those kinds of things are definitely possible. Like potential non-violent flash mobs, basically. Just show up and everybody help out, everybody get tokens, everybody get paid a little bit. You're getting paid for a use case from the blockchain. And then, something that I thought of, being from the Midwest, is that you could have a fund set up with challenge tokens, and when levees need to be built during flash flooding season, you could put out a challenge for everyone to come build a levee with sandbags and everything really quick. Some real use cases I think out there that maybe people aren't picking up on, that this could really end up having an impact and taking off. I think that major influencers could end up using voice, and they could use challenge to challenge all their voice followers. So this could all end up linking up with multiple ideas coming together to make a more robust ecosystem, and all kind of piggybacking on each other's idea to just make a better all-around experience and world. So something that I thought was pretty interesting is that at the price right now, if you had one whole Bitcoin to spend just on challenge, I know that's seems far-fetched at 11,000 or 10,000 or whatever it's at, but it would be 74,164,499.83. So that just goes to show how undervalued these little tiny projects are. It's down 95% from the all-time highs. I mean, you can't get much lower than that. I would be buying as much as you saw fit. A couple of dollars every week could go really far. Same thing with EOS and Bitcoin. When they were in the upper 80s as far as percentages down from all-time highs, I mean, you got to be jumping all over that kind of an opportunity. That's not very often that'll happen. So if you did $10 a week for 5 weeks into challenge, that would be $50, put into challenge. And if it stayed the same price, that would give you 335 roughly 1,000 challenge tokens. If challenge goes to 50 cents, if challenge goes to $1, I mean, you're looking at $355,000 for a $50 investment. Now, it might not go there tomorrow, might not go there next month or even next year, but if you're thinking long term and that these things really have an option to be used widespread by everybody, I mean, 30, 40, 50 cents for a challenge token is not out of the realm of possibility, and you can pick up several 100,000 of them for not very much for lunch money. And I just think that people not taking a serious look at these kinds of things and really at least making an attempt at some of these smaller cap tokens are really going to kick themselves, and they're just going to miss out. It's going to be crazy. It's just going to be crazy. They're also, something that I like so much about the challenge token is they're making it so easy for the non-crypto user to have such a low barrier of entry to be able to use these. They'll have just a regular account name and password setup. They won't even know they're on the blockchain, but everything will be taken care of. Their passwords and private keys will all be hidden and taken care of on the back end, and the code will do the work for it. I just think that the challenge token is a very, very good opportunity that not a lot of people are taking a look at. And I just think that if they did, they might go ahead and drop a few bucks in while it's at these prices. And I just think that that's something everyone should take a look at. So if you think so too, give this video a like. Stoffelbaker out.